What's up? Just gonna do a mini book review because I'm bored as fuck, and I just want to talk about Neon Genesis because I read the fucking. I watched the anime. I thought it fucking sucked, but then I watched End of Evangelion. I thought that fucking sucked too, and then I got the manga. I don't know why I did. I'm glad I did because it's like this literally just improves the entire thing. Like I was like, oh, there is something here. I'm not delusional. There actually is a good story. Just the anime like is like a first draft of it, you know, like the anime like introduces Shinji so much better. He's talking about how he doesn't care if he lives or dies, and it's like, oh, way better introduction because in the anime you just see him in the middle of the street doing God knows what, and then you don't find out what he's doing until Misato shows up. And in this one you see more internal dialogue where he's actually talking in his head about how his father abandoned him. And then like, you know, in the anime, he like sees Rei on the street for like a mid-second, and then she just disappears. But in this one, like he has a direct encounter with the angel before getting into Eva, you know, and he's escaping with Misato, and then Rei shows up, which is pretty cool. Like I think it was a really good introduction to the Evas. Like you don't see the Eva until you get to the base, and his father tells him to pilot it. But in this one, you see it. You see Rei get her ass kicked, and and that's why she's injured actually. And you don't know why she's injured in the anime, but then in the manga, it shows her getting injured in the beginning fight. So it's like there's like missing context in the anime, and like I'm reading this and I'm like, oh my fucking god, this is so much better. And especially the action. Let me find it. The action scene with the angel, the first angel. This is just a review of the first volume, really. Yeah, like the action, like in the first episode of the anime, like it just cuts out to the credits before you see any fight. In this, you actually see him fucking fight, and it's like, whoa. Probably didn't have a budget for the anime, I'm assuming, because like they actually fight. What the fuck? I'm like, I missed out. Like, I spoiled the whole plot for myself by watching the shit anime. And what I'm finding out about the manga is that it just released. It released after, or released before the anime came out, like 6 months before, but it didn't finish until 2014. So like until the Rebuild trilogy. So the anime finished first, but the manga was like really slow, and it improved the whole narrative. Especially this part where Shinji seems like he's dead for a second, and then he sees his mother in a comatose state. And it's like it just introduces the psychological aspect so much more, because like in the anime, you're just like, why is he so traumatized? You know, he's like lying in his bed after going to Misato's apartment, and he's just like so unbelievably traumatized for like no reason, and you're like, what the fuck? There's like really no context to his trauma. In this one, it's like from the beginning, it's depicting his trauma, and he's an actual badass in this one, you know. You see the Eva and the smoke and shit. It's like, that's tough. It's like, whoa, actual fight scenes, what the fuck. And you know, this it's the same exact thing. I've only read volume 1, and I already know that it becomes much different around volume 4, I heard. And like right after the fight and meeting his mother when he thought he was dead, like there's a dream sequence where the angel just self-destructs and he wakes up in the hospital. It's just so much better, you know, because like it shows the fight in the beginning of the second episode, then it just cuts to him in the hospital, and like there's no context to anything. And then it shows Misato taking him home, and like they're looking at Tokyo 3, and this is the most beautiful change. Like Misato, it's like, this is the city you defended, and it's like he doesn't give a fuck because he has such low self-confidence. And then he just starts crying, and he's like, I just wanted to hear my dad say that, and that's how it ends. I'm like, wow, That's how you end that scene, because in the original, he just doesn't have any reaction. Then it cuts to them going to Misato's apartment. Now there's emotional fucking layers and depth. He cried because he has daddy issues. So yeah, manga, the first volume is the exact same, but the few tiny changes it has makes it so much better. I'm probably going to talk about volumes 2 through 14, or just, you know, segment it. Talk about one volume at a time if I care. Who cares? It's just for fun. Bye bye.